Hello everyone, and welcome to my EastEnders Soap Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. In the upcoming episodes of the BBC One soap opera EastEnders, Teddy Mitchell takes a risky step after his son Harry reveals something about their shared history. Chelsea Fox is compelled to move out of her house at number 20 after Gray Akins sells 1 Albert Square, but Teddy is the new owner. He informs Billy Mitchell, his half-brother, and Honey that he has bought the property, which prompts the pair to describe how Gray, the former owner, killed Tina Carter and his wife Chantel at the home. Teddy, however, is unmoved by the news, but his naive son Harry offends an enraged Chelsea with a crude comment. In order to apologize and remind Harry of the difficulties they've left behind and the importance of making friends in Walford, he is forced to march Harry around to number 20. He proposes that they invite their new neighbors to a housewarming celebration. Teddy begins extending invitations to everybody for his party, and with his charm offensive, he even wins Kim and Chelsea over. As the celebration reaches its peak, Teddy surprises Chelsea by revealing that he insisted on a last-minute provision in his agreement to purchase Gray's house. Approaching Teddy, Harry informs him that you-know-who has been snooping about their previous residence to ascertain their new address. Teddy, meanwhile, dismisses the remark and maintains that he has everything under control. However, who exactly is the enigmatic individual searching for Teddy? Little is known about Teddy and his kids Harry and Barney's history since they came to the square, other than the fact that Stevie Mitchell connected them to Billy. Next week, Teddy makes the decision to assume Rice debt from Phil and informs the surprised accountant of his scheme. Is it too good to be true, though? Next week's EastEnders spoilers show that Sonia and Rice were arrested during their engagement celebration. Will the real story emerge, despite the police's belief that they killed Debbie? Teddy intervenes in another scene to protect Rice from Phil before deciding whether or not to proceed to the square. Will the Walford people, however, be content with their new neighbors? Sonia leaves for their 8-week viability scan with Rice. She becomes concerned when she learns that Rice made a deal with Teddy over his debt. Since they hardly know Teddy at all, she believes it to be lunacy. Upon their return to the square, Martin ushers Rice aside and informs him that he and Debbie had been the subject of police inquiries. As Rice struggles under pressure, she experiences a panic episode. As they head to the Vic for their engagement celebration, Sonia soothes him. Later, Rice and Sonia go to the pub and are moved by everyone's effort. However, just as they are about to have fun, the cops show up and take them both into custody for Debbie's murder. When they find that the cops have tangible proof that Debbie was killed, they are astounded. Will Rice tell the truth? Gina is under pressure from George to discover Junior's new partner. Junior arrives at the Vic with a date to hide his affair from his family after Cindy alerts him to Gina's spying on his phone. Especially after Gina admits he slept with Maxine, Cindy is incensed. Cindy turns her back on Junior. Cindy issues a challenge to Junior, saying that if he stays with her, he cannot be with anyone else. Junior tells Cindy that she is overreacting. Will Junior agree to her terms? When Teddy and Sharon find a furious Phil at Rice's door demanding his money back, they intervene. Teddy then assumes the obligation from Phil, though. Teddy then tells Billy and Honey that he has purchased number 1. When they tell him that Gray killed Tina and Chantel there, he is unconcerned. Teddy reminds Harry that they need to make friends here because they've left a lot of difficulty behind after he makes a crude comment. Thus, he chooses to have a housewarming celebration. Teddy extends invitations to the gathering and even convinces Chelsea to join him in his charm attack. She is taken aback, though, when he confesses that he forced Gray to include an impromptu provision in the house sale. What have they both agreed upon? The celebration is in full flow when Harry pulls Teddy aside and informs him that you-know-who has been snooping around their former residence. Teddy is certain that he has everything under control, but the mystery person wants to know where they've moved. Harry is not persuaded. What exactly is Teddy concealing? Harvey is putting in a lot of overtime to support Maya financially. He offers to pick up baby Charlie from the nursery in an attempt to placate Jean. However, things get dicey when he nods off in the warm car with Charlie in the back. As the car heats up more and more and Charlie is taken to the hospital, Jack notices them. Will she be all right? The police's demand for information regarding Debbie's murder puts pressure on Rice Caldwell in this Wednesday's 7:30 p.m. EastEnders episode. For complete listings, consult our TV guide. After killing his wife Debbie Caldwell, Rice Caldwell has shown a very nasty side. Debts for her care facility began to pile up, so the mild-mannered accountant killed coma victim Debbie by smothering her with a pillow. After having a stroke in the bathtub, Debbie had been in a coma for years, but Rice had made an effort to start over after meeting Sonia Jackson. Rice took money out of Debbie's account to cover the medical expenses when the couple decided to try for a child through insemination. Things quickly got out of hand, culminating in Rice's horrible and desperate deed. After Sonia and he were both imprisoned for murder when the police broke into their engagement party at the Vic, it appears that his murderous ways have finally caught up with him. The investigators questioned Sonia and Rice at the police station and disclosed that there is tangible proof that Debbie was murdered. Is Rice going to break and admit the truth? Teddy Mitchell surprises Billy Mitchell and his spouse Honey Mitchell by announcing that he will be living next door. Teddy, Billy's long-lost brother, is eager to make friends and has only lately become acquainted with the Walford side of the family thanks to Dad Stevie Mitchell's introduction. Teddy says he bought Gray Atkins' house, and when Billy and Honey tell him that Jailbird Gray is behind bars for the murders of Chantel Atkins and Tina Carter, Teddy gets curious. Teddy seems unfazed by the news, but he warns his son Harry Mitchell after he makes a crude comment to Gray's second wife, Chelsea Fox. Marching him around to the Fox house to apologize, he insists that they should become friends rather than adversaries in Albert Square. Teddy decides to throw a housewarming party in an attempt to win over a few locals. When Cindy Beale saw Junior Knight, her secret boyfriend, showing off for Maxine, another lady, she lost her mind. Cindy wasn't buying it when an unapologetic Junior claimed that his new girlfriend was a front for their affair. Cindy expects results after telling Junior that it was either her or Maxine, and Junior knows exactly how to take advantage of her. He tells his sister Gina Knight that he's dumped Maxine, making sure Cindy can hear him, and a smug Cindy smiles behind her hands. In addition, Jean Slater's relationship with Harvey Monroe is in jeopardy due to his risky error with Charlie, the infant. Moving with her mother Denise Fox, Diane Parrish, and her extended family to number 20 has disturbed Chelsea. Denise promises to assist Chelsea in rebuilding her life, but as soon as Chelsea leaves her house, Teddy buys it so that he and his boys, Harry and Barney, Louis Bridgman, can begin a new life. Teddy tells his half-brother Billy, Perry Fenwick, and Honey Mitchell, Emma Barton, that he has purchased the property. They also inform him about the murders of Gray Atkins, Toby Alexander Smith, and Tina Carter, Louisa Bradshaw White, by the malevolent Gray Atkins at the house. Teddy is unmoved, but after a clumsy comment from Harry to an enraged Chelsea, Teddy has to march his son over to apologize to her. Teddy then tells Harry that they need to establish friends in Walford and reminds him of the trouble they left behind. Teddy suggests bringing their new neighbors to a housewarming celebration. Teddy uses his charm offensive to win over Chelsea and Kim Fox, Tamika Empson. At the party, Teddy surprises Chelsea by revealing that he insisted on a last-minute condition in his agreement with Gray to purchase the house. Subsequently, Harry approaches Teddy and informs him that, you-know-who has been snooping about their previous residence to ascertain their new address. Teddy insists he has everything under control, but what are they concealing from me? Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.